friends, and welcome back to the Den for the midweek video. So glad to have you here with me, and we have a nice shave planned for today. Before we get started, I'd like to wish a big happy birthday to one of the fans of the show, Eric Lawsons. Happy birthday, brother. Hopefully you're having a most wondrous of days. So, for BBS.Live at USA Week, going to go with an American artisan today. This is going to be kind of a mashup of American soap and splash with some Commonwealth software. So yeah, La Cosa Nostra. Oh Jesus, what a gorgeous scent on this. Nice dark soap. There is a lot of vanilla in here, which oxidizes, of course, and turns the soap brown. Nothing wrong with it. It's supposed to be that way. Lovely, lovely stuff. Just a nice solid hit of tobacco and vanilla. I guess I did that on Monday too, didn't I? I'm kind of on a kick here. As you can see, tobacco and vanilla. Tobacco and vanilla. I like it. Once again, going with the Simpsons T3 Trafalgar. Had such a great shave with this on Monday. I'm going to use it again, because why not? When you get a new toy in the den, you like to use it, right? That's kind of the whole point. So, I've used all my other brushes a bunch. I know how they all lather, so I'm going to go back with the Simpsons because I really did enjoy this shave. And keeping with the mobster theme, as you know, this is Wednesday. So tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, go to the Canadianmafia Show on Instagram, where you will find me, Bilou, Magic Mike, Phil Tremblay, and Lyle the Sask Shave are doing our Canadian Mafia show, and we are so very excited for tonight's show. I think it's going to be a really good one. Got some great giveaways. We're doing 3 of them. So this is your final reminder. I believe the contest is still open. So go to the Canadian Mafia IG page. There's the 3 posts. Make sure you are entered to win. We will be doing those draws tonight. So, and I'm not going to tell you which order or which hour the draws are going to be in. No, you will have to watch the show to find all that out as we add a little bit of water to the knot to help it splay, because it was a little bit sticky with all the soap. It didn't really want to splay out that well. But as we add a little bit of water, then it splays just fine. Great brush. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And look at this. Beautiful offering from the club, which is part of Ariana and Evans, all lathered up and ready to rock and roll. Oh, great scent on this. Nice spicy tobacco and vanilla. Absolutely love the scent on this soap. So hopefully everybody's having a good week thus far. It's going pretty good here on the Red Island. We're not getting the extreme heat other places seem to be getting. So if you are in one of those zones, hopefully you're finding ways to stay cool. It's actually a nice easy, what is it, 21, 22 degrees here today, Celsius, which is, I don't know, 70s, mid-70s maybe, in the Fahrenheit, so very, very comfortable. Nothing to complain about here, so we're doing all right. And yes, hopefully everybody is staying cool out there during this little bit of a heat wave. I'm only going to do a couple more applications of water, I think. This is lathering up nicely. I think I have all kinds in the brush. Yeah. Do one more little application and then we can just paint. Do a little bit of painting and away we go. I don't really have a whole hell of a lot to talk about today. Just very excited for the show tonight. My wife goes on vacation starting this evening when she gets home from work, so that'll be cool. Picked up a new whiskey for the show tonight. I'll be talking about it briefly. I guess I could talk about it here too on my YouTube channel. So it was distilled right here where I live, Prince Edward Island, which was pretty cool. And I forgot about these cats. Well, I shouldn't say I didn't forget about them. I knew they distilled moonshine and stuff, but I forgot that they distilled whiskey. And so I was looking it up and I found it, and lo and behold, the tasting notes, I found a couple of reviews, and the tasting notes sound right up my alley. And just the fact that it's made right here, which is really cool. And it's aged in Canadian oak for a minimum of 3 years. And they opened in 2007, or they put the first barrels down in 2007. So the whiskey is a blend. It's a blended whiskey. And there's a good chance there's some at least 15-year-old whiskey in that blend. So I'm really looking forward to it. It should be good. So I cracked the seal. I shouldn't say, I just cracked the safety seal. I did not open it other than that. And the razor, we're going with the Karve Aluminium, or aluminum, whichever way you want to pronounce it. 4-inch handle, my favorite for these big man hands and big paws. 0.85 millimeter blade gap on the closed comb C-plate. 0.09 millimeters positive blade exposure, and that is exposing a Wizamet on its 5th and probably final use. But so I opened up the, cracked the safety seal. Took a look. It's got a cork, which is cool. I like whiskey bottles with corks for some reason. Just seems a little bit more fancy than a basic old screw top. And really looking forward to getting into it. I don't want to say it's pricey, because it's not overly pricey. Like, for instance, my go-to right now is Bulleit Bourbon. That's like one of my favorites. And that is $42.99 where I live. I know some of you Americans are like, what? $42 for Bulleit Bourbon? Yeah, it's $42 here for a $7.50. This new whiskey I bought yesterday is 37 Canadian pepperonis. Compared to Crown Royal, which, gets a lot of hate sometimes. I don't mind Crown Royal. I like the more in-depth offerings over the just plain regular Crown Royal. Like the Northern Harvest Dry, I really like. That one is $36, I think. The Blender's Mash I just had was like $36. So it's kind of right around that price range. So I don't feel too bad about spending $36 on a bottle of what is hopefully very nice whiskey made right here. And if it is very, very good, then that will probably become my go-to. Because why wouldn't you support a local distillery if it's good stuff? And they're only like an hour away from me. I think yeah, they're in Rollo Bay, PEI, which is like about an hour's drive, hour and 10 minutes drive from where I live. Which is pretty cool. So very excited. And anyway, we got a lot of other cool shit planned on the show tonight. I'm going to be your host. Lots of great discussion topics. I think I'm a bit biased because I'm the one that put the show together, but I think there's some great discussion topics. And I think it's going to be a very entertaining show. As we lather up for pass number 3. It seems like this splay is a little bit easier if the knot is warm. So that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, it seems like as the knot has warmed up, it splays all that much easier. Interesting. Because at the start, even after I added some water to this, I still kind of had to push a little bit more pressure. But now that it's sitting in the scuttle and it's kind of warmed up a bit, now as soon as I just stick it on the face, very little pressure. Like I'm just barely pushing that in. And as you can see, it splays nicely, exposing the center of that knot. Very nice. I do like it. I think the comments are bang on that it is a synthetic that mimics a badger, which is pretty cool. Because synthetics, I mean, a good synthetic knot, I mean, you can tell it's a synthetic. It, you know, super soft, displays. Well, it'll splay easily if it's set at the correct depth. That's something I never paid much attention to earlier on, was depth. Because I did get a custom brush made, and it's set a little bit too high for my liking. So even though it's a synthetic knot, it's kind of scritchy to the point that I can't face lather with it, and that makes me sad. So I guess I could get it fixed, because that's the part that you want to err on, is having it set too high, because then if I did send it back, then I forgot what I was doing there. Then if I did send it back, there is room to deepen that socket a little bit. And get it down a little bit lower. The only danger with that is, you know, putting a brush back in a lathe and then, you know, having the damn thing explode. And then you're down a brush, and that would suck. So I kind of just use that one for bowl lathering. You know, I would like to face lather with it, but I can't. I got too much scritch. But that's on me. That's not on the artisan. I didn't really know what I was doing, so lesson learned. So I found that for me, my skin type personally, a knot set around 52 to 51 millimeters is where I like mine for face lathering. At least with any of the knots that I have, that seems to be the magic number. I can get nice backbone at that depth without the knot being scritchy. Because I know the knot that is a bit scritchy, it's a synthetic tuxedo knot. Those aren't scritchy by nature, so it's just the depth. If it had, like I said, if it was a little bit deeper, we'd be golden. And man, oh man, speaking of golden, what a shave. Oh yeah, the skin feels great. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And since I don't do any extra after the shave, I go right into the splash. I do like having some of that post-shave feel in the artisan soaps, because I just find it pairs nicely with a nice splash, because that's really all I'm relying on for my face feel after the shave, is what the soap is going to give me, and then basically putting a nice splash on top of that to kind of lock it in. Oh, that feels nice and smells great. Oh man, this scent, I'm telling you, if you guys like a good tobacco vanilla scent with a bit of spice in it, oh, this is your huckleberry. You need this one. So good. So good. And it's got some legs. This splash will linger all night long. Just great stuff. Absolutely great stuff. Alright, so that's the shave for today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Do appreciate all the support. If you're new to the channel and you're liking what you see, please hit that big red subscribe button right down there. And ring that bell for notifications every time I upload. That's it for me. I want to see you all tonight on the Canadian Mafia Show. That's at Canadianmafia Show on Instagram. Link down below. And we'll see you all there. So until then, be safe, be kind to one another. Most importantly, have a great day and even better shave. And we're going to catch you tonight. Peace.